Are you still slapping semi-transparent stain onto your deck? After a few coats, it's no longer soaking in, just sitting on top and causing trouble. Let's dive into the science and find out when it's time to switch to a solid color stain. And if you could, please hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. The first sign is that you've already restained your deck multiple times. Semi-transparent stains are designed and want to sink in to bare wood, but every coat leaves behind oils and resins that start clogging those pores. Here's the science behind it. The wood's capillaries get sealed, and because of that, the new stain can't get in. So it's just gonna pool on top and form a weak film. I want you to imagine that you're drying off with a towel that's already dripping wet. That doesn't work. You're just going to move water around. At some point, your deck acts less like raw wood and more like a sealed canvas. It needs a solid stain that knows how to play on the surface. The second area is that your wood grain is vanishing. If you have to squint to see that wood grain under layers of blotchy and dark stain, then that's a problem. Here's the science behind it. UV light breaks down the lignin. This is the natural glue that holds wood fibers together. When this starts coming apart, the wood can look fuzzy or have uneven color. So in other words, the stain will just be masking a mess. It's like trying to polish a scratched mirror. You can polish that all you want, but the damage is going to steal the show. A third area is that flaking or peeling shows up. I know what you're thinking. Peeling? A semi-transparent stain typically doesn't do that. But once they start to behave like a surface film, then that peeling is going to happen. Let's talk science. When this happens, moisture actually sneaks in underneath the weakened layer. This breaks the bond, and boom, flakes are going to fly. It's kind of like painting over a sticker. It doesn't matter how good your top coat is, if that sticker comes off, you're done. Our fourth area is that water beads on the deck instead of absorbing. If you splash water on your deck and it beads up, that means that your wood is sealed tight. Obviously, if it's sealed, that means stain cannot soak in. So scientifically, what's happening is that the capillary action is shutting down. So that stain is going to sit on top and wear out fast. Think of it like spraying water on a waxed car. The water is just going to slide right off, and the same is true with your stain. Our fifth area is if you need to restain every year. A semi-transparent stain could last from 2 to 4 years. So if you end up having to do it every year, that's a flashing red warning light for you. What's actually scientifically happening here is that UV damage is breaking down the wood fibers. This means that the low pigment stain, such as a semi-transparent, isn't able to stick very well. A solid color stain with more pigment is going to provide a much longer life. Think of it as trying to write with a dried out pen. You can scribble all you want, but you're never going to get solid coverage. So whether your deck is brand new or it's battle tested, don't just guess on which stain you should be using. Here's a couple of videos. In this particular video, I compare Sherwin-Williams SuperDeck semi-transparent stain versus Cabots Australian Timber Oil. Together, we'll see which one is the best. Also, I have this video. We do a deep dive into what makes a really good oil-based stain. I'll be sure to link to them below. In the meantime, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. We have more no-fluff information coming your way. We'll see you next time.